Lost People. Stay with Lost Farms Homestead. And I'm out here with my wife Hope and True.
Sawed it.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
Sawed
Alright.
it.
Sawed it.
Take two.
Just do it. Cut it off with a saw, dude.
Cut it off with a saw.
Dude.
This one. Good morning, Lost People. It's David Lost Farms Homestead. We're out here with my wife Hope.
Saw, dude.
Oh, jeez. And True.
Sawed it.
Okay, none of that. None of that. Morning, Lost People. It's Dave with Lost Farms Homestead. And I'm here with the family. They're over here. Don't even say it. Alright. So, we're up here on the ranch again this weekend. We're going to be doing some work. I'm thinking that...
Yeah, we're going to pretend to do some work. It looks like we're busy.
No, we're gonna do some work. I'm gonna be doing some work. So, we picked up a air compressor and a concrete hopper, and we're gonna be doing stucco on the outside of the house.
I think it's technically a stucco hopper.
I think it is a stucco hopper, but it works for stucco and concrete and wall plaster, whatever, all of the things. So, we're gonna, I think, Hope and True are gonna be working on that. And hopefully we can get the whole outside of the house done today. I mean, with the hopper, it should go pretty quick. We're not trying to finish it or anything. We're just trying to get it on there. So that should hopefully go pretty quick. And John and I, whenever he gets up, we are going to work on the roof. So we got all that material for the roof when we were out here the last time. And it's all sitting out there. So we're going to try and get that put up on the roof. Now, me being the bonehead, I forgot to grab the crimper and the pan end tool from work before I left, and so we're gonna have to hand crimp it, and I'm not even sure that that's gonna work, but I have a couple ideas for how we might do that. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna fix the top of it and run the panels down, and I'll crimp it with I'm thinking what I'm gonna do, because I have to.
You should have got a hair crimper.
Hair crimper. Yeah, that's not going to work for a roof job.
I need more.
So what I'm thinking is I have to. We got a water pump to run the water for the concrete, and I have an inline filter that I have to install in the hose before it goes into the pump, so that we don't run a bunch of garbage through the pump and get it all messed up.
That's how we broke the last one.
Right. So what I'm thinking is whenever I install that filter, I'm going to take a chunk of that hose out of there, and I think if I take that hose and cut it down cut the side of it and open it up, I think I can put that inside of some pliers or vice grips, and then crimp it down, and hopefully the hose will keep it from messing up the roof, and hopefully I can get enough crimps on there to hold it down until I can get back up here with the actual crimper next week. So anyways, that's what I'm thinking, that hopefully we'll be able to do that. So yeah, so we're tenting it today, and you got the tents going on here. Yeah, it's
We'll be camping indoors later.
Yeah, much more spacious than that little RV we got over here. I mean, it serves its purpose, and it's been good for us, but
Less mice.
yeah, there's no rodents in the tent. We have a rat problem.
A drunken rat
And we don't mean the band.
Right? Cue the music. Yeah. We have a rodent problem inside the RV, so we only use it for storage of things that are not expensive and other things. So, yeah, but we've been using the tent. We've been tenting it since it got warm enough, just because it's more spacious and doesn't have the animals. And we expect to have the small house done before it gets cold again, so hopefully we'll be able to sleep in there and stay in there. So
I want the house done before it gets cold again.
yeah, well, here's hoping. Anyways, so I don't know if you noticed in the first part of the video, we have cups, Yeah, we have coffee cups. There's some long sleeve tees, a few other items, merchandise. You can pick it up on. I have a link in the description. If you look in there, you can see all of our merch and pick up whatever you want. So, yeah. So, anyways, all right, we're gonna get some breakfast here. I'm gonna put some breakfast sandwiches on the fire and get John up and get him moving around, and then we gotta load up the IBC tote in the back of the truck and get it into town so we can get water, and then we'll get this thing going. So stick around.
Sure you want to go into town with me?
Thanks. Stuff together, getting ready to get this thing going. I'm thinking to myself about these things. You gotta keep the ones you love close to you. It's important. You gotta make sure you're handling your things and taking care of your business. I mean, if you got family, you need to make them everything. Especially right now, things are getting a little bit crazy. It's gonna be rough coming up. I mean, everybody's talking about a recession, and the mainstream, the media, and the administration, they're trying to, occupy you, distract you with other things. But if you pay attention to what's going on, you'll know that it's coming. Listen to the right people, read between the lines. All the things that they're talking about is they're just preparing us. They're the things that they're saying. They're talking about things. Oh well, this is going to happen, and the things are going to get tight. Things are going to be this. Money, gas is going to cost more. Food's going to cost more. They're setting us up for it. I mean, they're warning you if you listen to them, Keep your people close. Take care of your things. Get ready. Alright, I'm gonna get these guys together, get some breakfast on the grill, and we're gonna get into the scriptures a bit. And then we'll get it going. Stick around. So we have lost a bit of time. Apparently some of the parts that we got for the air compressor were the wrong size.
My bad.
And it wasn't your bad, it was the guy at the place. So the guy at the place sells her a 3/8 hose and then all of the fittings for a 1/4 inch hose. I'm not sure. Well, the guy should have paid more attention. I mean, he's selling you the stuff. You know, he represents the company.
It's Harbor Freight.
Ooh, we just outed Harbor Freight. Anyways, so we had to go back into town and get the right parts and take care of the right
They didn't have the right parts. We had a whole new hose.
Yeah, well, yeah, they didn't even have the right parts either, so we ended up having to buy a whole different hose to fit all the 1/4-inch stuff, and I'm hoping that the 1/4-inch hose will push our hopper. I'm a little concerned that it might not. We'll see what ends up happening when we get there. So, but we have a manual hopper if we have to go that way with it, so we'll see what happens. But anyways, we ended up kind of, yeah, right, be strong. So, yeah, we burned a bit of time this morning. We had to go get water in the IBC tote because, you know, you got to have water to mix, you got to have water to clean, all of that stuff, so we needed water. So we had to go run and get water, and then we had to make another trip into town to get the parts. And also we had to pick up another hose for the pump, for the water pump. So, and yeah, so just a bunch of stuff kind of threw us back. And now I'm looking at this ominous clouds right here. And we may get some rain. There's definitely rain over there. The clouds are very dark. That's kind of moving right towards us. I saw a little bit of lightning too, but yeah, so we'll see how it works out. Hopefully we don't get drenched. I mean, we are tenting it this weekend, so we might end up huddling up in the RV or something. Hopefully not. The rains should be waterproof.
The tents are waterproof. It's a tent.
The rains?
Yes, the rains are waterproof.
The rains are waterproof, right? Yeah. No, the tents should shed water, so I don't think we'll have an issue there unless it's like a, you know, torrential downpour or something.
Doubtful.
I doubt that too. It looks like just rain, but we'll see how it goes. So anyways, we're on our way back right now. Hopefully these parts fit and we can get everything else situated and start actually doing some work. So it's a little after lunchtime right now. We haven't eaten yet. I'm actually pretty hungry. So yeah, but yeah, pretty much half the day's gone. So we might end up setting up lights and working in the dark for a little bit, depending on how things work out and where we end up and what's going on. I mean, if we get a good flow going and we're moving good and everything's working good, we might stay out late and just put up some lights and do it like that. So we'll see how things work. Yes?
An idea.
Hope's got an idea.
First comes to shove, we can do courtyard walls like for the garden.
Yeah.
Because that area is already flat.
Yeah.
No branches or anything in the way.
We can do that. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's always work that we can do no matter what, so that's fine. I'm not worried about figuring out what to do if that doesn't work. It just, you know, we came out here to do that, and so. Anyways, so yeah, we've made a decision that me and all of my brilliance,
Infinite wisdom.
I forgot to grab the pan end tool and the seamer for the roof, so we cannot do the roof this week. So we've made a decision that we're all going to work together and try to get as much as we can done on the stucco, the railroad tracks. As much as we can on the Adobe on the outside of the house.
Adobe, windows, slider.
Yeah, and if we can get to it, we're going to do the windows and the sliders and try to get a bunch of stuff done. So, anyways, so we're on our way back. We're going to get back to the campsite and get something to eat, and then take this stuff out there and see what we can figure out. Hopefully, it's not a total waste. So we'll see. Stick around. Thanks. So we're out here, a little bit windy. Got rain all around us. We've been getting rained on a bit, but it's not too bad. So sorry about the wind. I'm trying to block it right now. So we had the air compressor set up, got all of our stuff together, and we had a 3/8 inch line back here, and we had 1/4 inch fittings for everything because the guy at Harbor Freight kind of gave us the wrong stuff. So we bought a 1/4 inch hose over here, that blue one right back there. We bought a 1/4 inch hose and tried to run that, but the problem we ran into there was that the hopper, this is the hopper we were going to use right here. So what it is it's a air tool here, and you scoop the Adobe Stucco in there, and you push the thing, and it shoots it out these little holes in front, and kind of, you know, gets it on the wall nice and even, kind of like texture stucco or something like that. So the problem is that this end fitting here doesn't work for the fittings that we have. Whoa, what's going on? Okay, sorry about that, technical difficulties. I don't know what was going on right there. Anyways, what I was saying, this end piece right here doesn't work for the fittings that we have here, and I was not able to connect it. So we attempted to cut the end off of the 1/4 inch hose right there, and tried to put it over the top of it with a hose clamp, and it wasn't big enough around, it wouldn't fit on there. I mean, kind of looking at it, it's kind of obvious it wasn't going to fit, but we figured it'd be worth a try. So needless to say, we're not using the air compressor or the hopper for that right now. But what we do have, here, check this out. This is a manual hopper that we picked up just in case, because we thought something like this might happen. But here, check this out. So this little hopper thing here, we got our mud right here that we mixed, and new wheelbarrow, finally got rid of that old piece of crap. I mean, we still have it, but we don't use it as much. Hang on, I'm trying to do this one-handed. There we go. So what you do is you scoop it up in there like that. You didn't get much here. You want me to scoop that for you? Okay. You scoop it in there, and then you just turn the crank, and it flings it according. So, yeah. No. Yeah, nifty little tool. So while she's doing that, we're going to come over here and show you what we got over here. We have the mixing station. So what we've done is I got the generator hooked up right here, and we got cords going. One is to the pump up here. So this pump we have set up here. All right, break time's over. Come on, you guys. All right, here, let's see. So this pump right here, so we got this 300-gallon IBC tote full of water, and what we've done is I've taken this pump right here, and this is pretty heavy duty. We used to have another one, it was smaller and broke, but this is just a washer hose, and I've attached a, here, if I can get it out of here, filter. So there's an inline filter right here, and then the hose goes in, so it fills with water and filters it before it goes into the pump. That way I'm not pumping a bunch of crap into here. And then it goes out to the hose, and the hose goes over to the mix station over here. So, and we're also using it to pre-soak the wall before we spray the Adobe on the side. So we soak down the wall a bit. So that's the water station right there. And then over here, and this is power. We kind of had to put power halfway between. And the idea was that it was halfway between here and where we had the compressor hooked up over there. Because we had the compressor hooked up, we were going to use the other hopper, but since we don't need it, we're kind of still halfway between. But so over here, this is the Adobe station. So the reason why the Adobe station is here is because this stake right here is the center of a circle. Here, let me see if I can find it. There we go. So there's a circle right there in the ground, and it goes all the way around in a 10-foot radius around this center point right here. And we're going to dig this down about 12 inches all the way around, and then we're going to build up walls of Earthbag, or we might use Hyper Adobe if we have any left over after the other walls. And we're going to build it up and then concrete it in, and this is going to be a fountain. So, and it's going to be in the middle of the courtyard, because if we're right here, that is where the main house is going to be. And the outdoor kitchen is right over there. I don't know if you can see that orange stake in the ground over there. That is the outdoor kitchen, and it's right where the driveway comes in, and it's around this way. And then all the rest of the stuff over here, we have the garden staked out over there, the goats and the chickens. No, the goats are there, the chickens are there, and then this is the house that we're working on now. And then the orchard is over here, and it comes back around. So this is like the central point of the whole courtyard area that we're going to close in. And so we're going to put a fountain in the middle, and we're going to put some trees and have some big trees around it, get some shade in here. So anyways, so that's why this is where it is. So, but we're going to dig this all out. So we're digging it out of here, running it through the filter, and then we have the filtered dirt down here, which I scooped it all out. I had to re-clean this out, but we'll have the filtered dirt there, and then we put 9 scoops, 9 shovels of the filtered dirt into the mixer, 1 scoop of the Portland cement into the mixer, and then add water and let it mix until it gets to the consistency that we want it. Now, the first batch that we did, I put all the dry stuff in first and added water, and I'm thinking that didn't work out very well. We kind of got a little bit of residual and it didn't mix very well. So I'm thinking I'm going to put water in it first this time, not all of it, but put a bit of water in it first to start it, and then start adding dry stuff. And it should thicken up quite a bit, and then I'll just add water until it's to the consistency that we want it. I think that'll work out better next time, and it'll mix a bit easier. So anyways, all right, so that's where we're at. I'm gonna set the camera up over here, and then we'll get the next mix going and see how we're doing over here. Look at that. How cool is that? She's got that going. Where's my zoom? I'm going the wrong way. Here we go. Look at that. Got that whole side almost all the way covered already. That's awesome. I love it. All right. So anyways, like I said, I'm going to set it up over here and get this mix going so it's ready for her when she needs it, and we'll get it going. So stick around. Thanks. Okay, so we have finished for the day, pretty much. So, I mean, yeah, we got quite a bit done. Here, check this out. So we got over here into this part, and that's pretty good right there. I mean, we got to get across the top of this. I got to get all of that. I got to get some hardware cloth for that and get that done. We're going to do some insulation, and that's in there. Take care of that. But it's covered pretty good for this part. Now we're gonna have to come back and put some more coats on it, but it's covered, it's protected from the UV right now. I mean, the sun won't destroy it at this point. So the stuff that's covered anyways, and not all of it's covered. So we do need to come back and get more of it. And it was a productive day. We didn't get as much done as I had hoped that we would. But I mean, this is still quite a bit considering, you know, and the other thing too is that this is our first time setting this thing up and trying to run it. So, and we put a grape right here in the corner, so we're gonna see how that does. But yeah, so and this far, so yeah, that's pretty good for one day with a manual hopper, I would say. I mean, you know, and it wasn't even a whole day. It was really like 4 hours maybe. So we did a few mixes. We did a few mixes with the mixer, and that was our first time setting that up. So we had to actually come out here and build the sifter and set the whole thing up and get all of this stuff all set up, go get the water. And I mean, it was kind of a big operation, and it would have been a lot better if we just had all the stuff in place, which we didn't. And when we first came out here, I wasn't even sure how we were going to do it. I had an idea in my head, and we just came out here and stuck it together and made it work, and I think we did pretty good considering. Now, it would have gone a lot better if we would have had the air hopper and the compressor set up. It would have gone a lot better, and we probably would have gone a lot farther. We'd probably still be working right now too, because quite honestly, the reason why we're quitting, and it's a little bit early, it's about 6 o'clock. We normally would go a bit longer, and I was even thinking about putting up lights and just continuing to work. But the fact of the matter is, that manual hopper really does a number on your arms, and every one of us was out here turning that thing, and yeah, we're done. So, I mean, it works, it's nice, but man, it's a workout. So, but yeah, so that's as far as we got today on that, and we're gonna head out of here tomorrow in the morning, and we'll come back and get some more done a little bit later. So right now what we're doing is, with whatever we have left of the water, see up here on the back of the truck, we're putting the water into the plants over here, and we're watering the orchard right now. And this is our pomegranate. Well, we thought it died, and it looks dead. It totally does, but you can see there's some little sprouts coming up from the roots down there, and we're gonna cut off the dead stuff and just leave the new life, and hopefully it'll come back and be, you know, a little bit stronger. So, and then yeah, we're just gonna go through and water the rest of the plants. We got the plum is new right there, and he got a little bit of shock. Huh?
Apricot.
Apricot, yes, apricot right there. The plum is over in the cage over there.
Yeah, the plum is the itty bitty guy.
Yeah, over there, and then we got the apple and the pear, and then the almond over there down on the end. So, and then we got a cherry. The cherry died. We're gonna get a new one to replace it. We just haven't done it yet. So, and then we got some shade trees and whatever else in here. We have, like, how many trees do we have at the house?
48.
We have 48 trees in the backyard at the house that we're going to bring out here and put in the ground. Yeah, they're all in containers right now. They're little trees. So, yeah, they're about the size of these guys here, about the size of that apple or the pear right there, most of them. So, I mean, they're good sized. So, but as soon as we get the perimeter wall in for the courtyard and then get it all fenced in, then we're going to bring them out here and put them in the ground. And I'm thinking we probably want to do it, I think,
Honestly, sooner the better.
yeah, the sooner the better. I really would like to get them up here and in the ground before summer really hits, but I just don't see that happening. it's going to take us a while at this rate to get any of that stuff done. So, and we're also trying to do the other stuff with the house and with the big house, and you know, we're kind of yeah, we're kind of skipping around a lot, and the reason why we're all over the place and doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that is because of just situations and time and you know, financing and whatever else. Mostly the big thing is we were waiting to get the inspection done, and we passed our inspection for the footings. That's awesome. So we're able to pour any time now. But I mean, the thing is it's pretty difficult to do that, and I was going to do that on a weekend when it was just me and John, because typically when we come out here with Hope and True, we do other things. So kind of trying to keep the projects moving along, you know, and doing what we can. But the other thing about those footings is, you know, we can only do so much at a time, because all I've got is that mixer out here and a wheelbarrow, so it's going to make it kind of difficult. The spread footings shouldn't be too big of a problem, because I mean, they're smaller. We can do like 3 or 4 mixes and just, you know, fill it up and be good. But that long one, that long wall footing, that one I'm gonna have to make a bulkhead, and we're gonna have to do that in sections. So I'm still kind of working that out in my head. But anyways, all right, so we're done here. We're gonna finish watering, and then whatever water doesn't go on the plants, we're gonna put into this IBC tote right here, and we're gonna leave that so that we got it hooked up with the hose. There's a hose thing on the front. The generator's loud. There's a hose thing on the front with a valve, so we can just open it up and just water right out of it by gravity. So we're gonna transfer whatever water doesn't go on the plants. We're going to transfer it into that IBC so that we have water on site for the plants. And then yeah, then we're just going to go back to camp and get some dinner and relax and get some sleep so we can get out of here in the morning. So yeah, that's about it. So thanks for watching our video. Like and subscribe. See you on the next one.
Thank you.